Yo, so me and my friend just we're starting this podcast just for fun. Me and my longtime friend, but we couldn't decide a name for it. So so we're gonna ask you, whoever's watching, if you could think of a name for us. Type your ideas in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. Bye. Yo,
What's up, guys?
this is our podcast, episode 1.
Number 1, baby.
All right, I'm Jonathan.
I'm Victoria.
All right, so these are the topics I got lined up.
Okay. I came in blind. I don't know what we're talking
Topic
about.
1, why gingers are inferior.
Oh, that's
No,
crazy.
just kidding.
That's crazy,
No, we
bro.
need like a name for our podcast.
We need a
right?
name for the podcast.
So that was the first thing I put.
That was the first thing you put is about why gingers are bad.
No, that was a joke.
All right. Name for the podcast.
What's the name? What's the name?
I mean, we're just like two friends having conversations about random shit. So
Well, that would be too long of a name.
I'm not saying that as a name, bro. I'm trying to think of like something. It should be a name that like when people hear it, they understand like what the show is, right? Which is like
One ginger and one soul.
no, that sounds like an anime. That sounds like I'm fucking hunting you down and then I'm gonna murk you for your soul.
That's true.
That sounds. I mean, I would sound badass in that, but
I have no ideas.
I don't know, dude. I feel like something about like being at the middle school lunch table is where, and like you remember being in like 6th, 7th grade and being at the lunch table, and that's where we would have the most ridiculous conversations.
Yeah.
I remember having like 40-minute conversations where we'd be like, no, you didn't watch the episode of Family Guy last night. This is what happened.
You have a way better memory than me.
I just remember like I remember half of the table every Monday would just argue about football, which I didn't give a shit about, and I didn't
give
know
a shit
anything
about football either.
And then the other half of us would like argue about whatever other stupid thing we decided we were gonna argue about that day.
The only thing I remember is like the girl who gave us gum every day.
Elise?
Yeah, shout out to her.
Yo, shout out to Elise. Okay, she was.
I was just doing good.
I don't know
gum
what
she
she's
gave
doing.
us.
You know what's crazy, bro? I still get mail from her. I'm on her family's like mailing list for my birthday. I get a birthday card every year. I haven't seen her
She's a
since
real one.
middle
Does she
school.
put a pack of gum in it?
Nah, there's no gum in there.
Damn.
It's that her moms do it, you know. I don't know. I feel like the name should have something to do with like that type of, because I think that's the heart of the show, you know.
Mm-hmm.
We're just like, because also every time we get together, we just kind of start talking like we're 12 again.
Hopefully we talk about some deeper stuff.
I hope, yeah. I mean, we've
Middle
evolved,
school?
you know, definitely. But I think like, you know, the friendship and the like, the honesty and the delusion.
Delusion.
Yeah, and
You
just
could
the
name
range.
it that, delusional.
Delusional. That sounds like
That's
we're
actually a good. I feel like that's a good name
That-
for. That's like sounds like a podcast name.
It sounds like a podcast name, but it sounds like we're two girls talking about like our sex lives.
Exactly. That's what we are.
That's what we are.
Is
Yeah,
that not what the plan was?
that's what we are. We're just
No,
two
just
little
my-
girlies talking about our sex lives.
My sex life non-existent.
Delusional, and that's why we're delusional.
I got my hands. My right hand, my left hand.
He said, "I got 2 players. I got 2 teams." No, I don't know what to name this.
You don't like that delusional? It does sound.
Delusional?
It definitely sounds like a girl's podcast.
It sounds like a sex podcast, bro. Delusional. Like
Yeah.
I don't think we're like when you talk about serious topics, I don't think either one of us is delusional about the state of the world or the state of humanity
Yeah.
or the state of, you know what I mean? Like I feel like those are things that we're not. I don't know that delusional is the right word.
We have to know our target audience.
Our target audience.
for
All
the
right.
name.
Who's listening to this?
Maybe all right. The 2 people listening to this, give us your suggestions for a name.
Yeah, the 2 people
Like,
watching.
do we have to? I mean, I feel like we need a name because when I
something.
post it, I have to put
there's
the
something
name,
has
right?
to be. Yeah. No, I agree with you on that. There has to be a name. But does the name that we put right now, does that have to be the name, or can we like shop around and change it? Is this like a birth certificate where you got to do a fuck ton of paperwork later, or is this like, Yeah, we can just change it whenever.
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like,
Should we keep trying to come up with shit, or should we move on? To
I think
the
we
next
should just
topic
move
and
on
just-
because we haven't even done anything yet.
Okay. So I actually put a bunch of stuff on. The second thing I put was
Damn, that's a long list.
gender wars are gay.
Gender wars are gay.
As in, like, by gender wars, I mean, like, the people on the internet who just sit on the internet all day and are like,
Oh, yeah,
And
that's
are like-
super gay.
women, I hate women, I hate men. I hate
Yeah.
women, I hate men.
All of those people.
Women have it so easy, men have it so easy, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what you're talking about. all of those people, to me, I'm just like, I don't know how you have to grow up to, like, go out in the world and be like, all men are exactly like this, and, like, I hate all of them. Or, like, be like, oh, all women are exactly like this, and I can never.
I could tell you how they grow up.
I'm just, but
They
I'm like, you don't have a single fucking grandparent.
They just
You don't have your
Yeah.
entire, so you were raised, like, not you, but, like, hypothetically, if it was a guy being like, all women are users, da da da. I'm like, so you literally in your entire life, there's not one single interaction that you've ever had with a woman or a girl where she wasn't using you.
Yeah.
So when your grandma was taking care of you when you were a baby, oh, she was using you. Or your mom, she was using you. Or your sister, your cousin, she was using you. Or, like, even just, like, anybody. I'm like, bro, that's half the population.
Yeah.
Half the population, like, to look at half of the world and, like, be so convinced that every single one of those people is terrible for whatever reason, or they're inferior for whatever reason, is batshit crazy.
I feel like it's that, like, I feel like they do have those people because everyone does, but they feel like those people are the exception. Like the one or two women or men in their life that was nice to them and was a good person was like the 1%, and all other, because they went on some bad dates, they're like or they had some bad experiences with the opposite sex, they're like, you know what I mean? That's just what they're focusing on.
I think the dating part is an element of that, but I think the reality of, like, if you're in the dating world, and this has existed since the beginning of time, people have different intentions, right? Like, the oldest, like, you know, plays and books and stuff is about, like, someone trying to figure out if the other person is being genuine and sincere with their love and emotion or not, right? Like, Shakespeare and, like, all these, I'm trying to remember the names, all these, like, old Spanish texts that we read, like, it's about, like, it's like, oh, like, is this person being real and genuine or not? So, like, I think, yeah, there's definitely, if you're in the dating world, there's guys that are like, oh, they're just trying to use you, or there's girls that they're just trying to use you. But that's, like, just part of the world in general. That's not, like, a gendered thing. I don't know. I think the problem is that when kids are little, people put too much sexual weird shit on them. Like, it'll be, think about like when, like, kids are little and their friends in elementary school, people will already be like, oh, look at them, boyfriend, girlfriend. And it's like, they're 6. They're 6 years old. They don't know what the fuck you're talking about. They just both like playing Legos, okay? Like, the adults make it a weird thing. And then it makes it so that the kids don't feel like they can just be friends with a person and be like, oh no, that's not like a girl, that's my friend. So when you put I think that's part of the thing, like, when people put everything in the sense of, like, oh no, like, that's a boy, that's a girl, like,
That's a thing I always found weird.
that's
like,
weird.
As someone working in childcare, is I got this many times where a kid would be like, why do you have earrings? Are you a girl? And I'm like, you're 5. Like,
Oh,
like,
dude.
who is putting
Okay.
this? Like, who's putting this in your brain? You
Can
know what I mean? 'Cause-
No. I gotta tell you, dude. You gotta think, when this kid's that little, when they're 5, they don't know anything. They don't have any opinions yet. They're just trying to figure it out. Honestly, my mom has so many stories in the daycare about, like, gender stuff with kids. So you just ask them questions back.
But I feel like that's something that's taught. That's not something that they're just
It's something that's taught, but it doesn't have to be explicitly taught. It doesn't have to be explicitly taught to them that girls wear earrings.
I'm just saying that means they already have the association between earrings and girls, and that's not something that like you would have just by existing. It's something you will get from outside influence.
That's true, but like how many if you think about kids now, right? If they're like watching stuff online or just like even watching TV, how many earring commercials feature men? How many jewelry commercials that's not like, oh, it's a giant Rolex watch feature men?
That's true. They might not.
If it's even if they're watching like influencers or like famous people online and they're like, oh, I'm unboxing stuff, or like, look at these presents I got for my family. Like, the earrings is almost always going to be associated with women. So even though it's not being explicitly taught to them, they're implicitly drawing it in. Mm-hmm. So when they're really little, one of the things that like my mom always did, and I think this is just a good approach to it, is just ask them questions back, because their brains are thinking, they're trying to figure out what the world is. So you want them to keep asking questions so that they don't just go, oh, well, if you wear earrings, you're a boy, and you go, oh, okay, well, do you think like boys can wear earrings?
Well, no. I mean, that's what I do.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
I'm like,
it's all stuff
why
like that.
Why can't a boy wear rings?
Yeah. We've had stuff in the daycare where it's like, you know, like, oh, can boys have long hair? Well, they can have long hair. Okay. So boys can have can girls have short hair? Yeah, they can have short hair. And then like, oh, can anybody paint their fingernails? Yeah, anybody can paint their nails. Like, you just kind of like making them, and then they go like, oh, okay, so that's not the difference between boys and girls. And then they just kind of like keep playing. Like, they just kind of forget and they just kind of go along.
Yeah.
But it just opens up the
it's thing. Weird as hell when parents like are trying too hard to be progressive and they force the opposite on their kid too. Like when I was at Kids After Hours, and it was like some school in like Rockville.
Yeah.
There was one boy where like his mom had him like wearing skirts or some shit, and he probably got bullied for that. And it's like, why? Like, he was like in kindergarten, he didn't even know what that means. You know what I mean?
No.
Like, my thing is, if you had to have a child, just let them do what the fuck they want. Like, like, just let them choose for themselves. Because I don't think he was choosing that for himself.
No, probably
That's
not.
so weird. Like,
I think it's also just one of those things where it's like, you know, the less that you impose on kids, the better off they are.
Yeah.
Because, like, honest to God, kids come into this world already with personalities. So, like, the personality that your kid has, are they introverted? Are they extroverted? Are they, you know, like, what things are they more interested or confident in? Like, all of that is already in them. So, like, your whole job is to just, like, guide them, but you don't have to like morph your kid into anything, because also they're gonna grow up and they're gonna be whoever the fuck they're gonna be anyways. I mean, like, I don't know, I think it's a waste of time to try to like really, really super, you know, like choose what your kid's gonna be.
Well, those are the kids. A lot of times, those are the kids who become super rebellious and go fucking crazy.
Oh, yeah.
In their teenage years.
Yeah, because
the parents are like super overly controlling.
Yeah, because they've never tasted
like
freedom.
I had that. My older sister had that the most. I had that like a little bit.
Yeah.
But my parents weren't like crazy. Like,
no,
we were just kind of religious.
You were kind of religious, but also like your sister was the oldest and she's a girl.
Yeah.
So naturally, your parents were probably a little bit more restrictive with her than they were with you. Because you were the only boy and you were the middle one.
I couldn't say because I was in my own world.
You were in your own world. But I'm just saying, I'm like, I would be willing to bet if we talked to her, she would probably be like, she could probably list things.
Yeah.
You know? Like, there's stuff that I know I got to do that because I was the youngest and my mom had already like gone through it with my brothers. And I know there's also stuff I didn't get to do because I was the only girl. Mm-hmm. That's just, you know, that's part of parenting. That's part of like this. Yeah. What else do we have?
Oh, I wanted to know your opinion on this one. Okay. This is like a fucking old trend now.
Okay.
But do you remember the man versus bear thing? With women?
Yeah, I do remember
being
this.
like, would you rather be with? Are you one of those people who's like, I'd rather be with a bear?
I would definitely rather be with the bear.
Why? That's so fucking stupid, bro.
I think
No.
the thing. Okay, so this is you gotta you have to understand a few things. You have to understand a few things. Okay, so when they say, oh, you're in the woods, right? Okay, you're in the woods. I need you to imagine that you're a woman.
I'm disappointed that you said that.
Why are you disappointed I said that?
Because that's fucking retarded, bro.
It's not retarded. I need you to understand what the reasoning behind
I
it
shouldn't
is.
say
bro.
that
We'll
offensive
blurb that out.
that's,
We'll cut it out. We'll edit it.
That's gonna lower our demographics.
It's gonna, yeah.
If I use that word, my fault.
That's all right. We'll keep it.
So go ahead.
All right.
That's stupid is the word.
Dude, you have to understand the mental, okay, of it, all right? Because the premise of the man bear thing is really, you are a woman. Okay? So you're a woman. You're on a hike in the woods. Would you rather come across, while you're on a hike, a bear in the woods or a man, right? Now, the way that I am interpreting, I need you to understand, the way that I am interpreting this, like, premise is like, I'm filling in the gaps, right? Because what I just described is not a really detailed situation.
I swear.
And listen,
I'm sorry.
I need you to understand. I think
most
women, when we read this, we understood the gaps in the thing. Okay.
The gap is. Sorry, I'm gonna let you finish. Sorry.
So the thing is, you're on a hike. You are a woman. You are alone. Okay. Women, when we are alone in the world, we are taught from a very young age that we are more vulnerable to certain things. Okay. Like, we learned really early on that, like, pretty much any man could kill you. Any man could kill you. Any man could rape you. Like, any man could violate you.
I'm not disagreeing.
I'm just saying. I'm saying I need you to understand the reasoning behind the answer.
Okay.
Right? Because
I'm still waiting for the reasoning.
True.
I'm not hearing any reasoning.
Okay, bro. Like, I'm taking you on a journey. Okay.
Okay.
You're a woman. You've never been a woman. I need you to think about this. Like. A bear, first of all, a bear is that's its natural environment, right? So it's like if you're on a walk, you see a deer, there's coyotes in the area. I haven't seen one, but my mom has seen them. She's like, yeah, all you do is you just be quiet and you just walk away and you just leave and you let them do their thing. Bears, generally speaking, are not aggressive towards humans, right? They don't interact with humans often. Only times that bears really honestly interact with humans is if humans interact with them first. If you are being super loud and obnoxious, if I was like hiking and I'm like, oh, I got a speaker blasting and I'm like screaming, that's going to get the bear's attention, right? But if I'm just on a regular nature hike in the wilderness, in the woods, in the mountains, and there's a bear there, 9 times out of 10, the bear is either not really going to give a fuck about the fact that I'm there, right? Because it's not like, oh, I'm walking and then all of a sudden the bear's right here to me, right? No, you're walking and then, oh, that's a bear. And then you go, oh, I'm going to leave that the fuck alone and I'm going to go the other way, right? And then the bear is like, what is that? Oh, that doesn't smell delicious. And then just keeps doing their thing. Because unless you as a human do something to a bear, 9 times out of 10, they have zero interest in us. So relatively speaking, that is a safe encounter, right? If you're just having a regular hike in the woods and you see a bear, you most likely are safe. You most likely are going to be totally fine, right? That's just a fact. This is literally just a fact.
Okay,
that is a fact. Here's the
counter. Are you done?
No, I'm not done. That's the one. That's the one side on the bear side. I'm just saying because a lot of people are like, "Oh, I'm gonna fight the bear," and like, da-da-da. No, you're not. You're just gonna turn the fuck around. Leave it alone. This is its home. You're visiting. Get the fuck out of there.
Who said they're gonna fight the bear?
I don't know. Then it was the man versus 100 men versus a gorilla. Whatever.
Oh, that was a different.
Sorry, I got them confused. Okay, and then the other part of it.
We should do that one too.
We should do that one. And then the other part of it is like, you got to think, okay, if it's a man alone in the woods, okay, I feel like as a man, you're thinking that this man is a generic man, right? You're like, oh,
but that's
a guy. You're like, your average guy is what you're thinking, right?
Yeah, that's literally what the scenario is.
Yes,
It's like a random man versus a random bear.
Exactly. What I need you to understand about this, is as a woman, if I am alone in an isolated environment with a man that I do not know, with an unknown man that I do not know, I cannot assume that he's the average man. There's no average man. That doesn't exist in a safety situation. That does not exist. He is either a threat or he is not a threat, right? Those are the two evaluations that I am making as a woman. He is either safe to be around or he is not safe to be around. If he is not safe to be around,
we should call it the Victoria Podcast,
bro. You're not even like. Think about.
I'm listening.
Bro,
I have like 17 different points,
minutes,
and I don't have a moment to respond.
Bro, all right, fine. Respond. I'm just saying.
All right. It's just like okay. I understand everything you're saying, but we're talking about a bear. A bear could. If we're talking about a random average man, like the chances of them trying to rape or kill you is like so fucking low compared to a bear. A bear will murder you instantly. And also...
Yeah, but a bear will murder me, but it's not going to rape me first.
I'd rather be fucking raped than murdered by a bear.
That's wild. That is wild, because the man is not just going to rape you and leave you in the woods.
Okay, the point is, a bear is way more dangerous than a man. I feel like that's just like obvious brain dead logic. Like,
no, I just fucking told you a bear is not dangerous unless you fuck with it.
That depends on the type of bear. First of all, we're not even specifying. Like, if it's like a polar bear or like I think a black bear. Those are like
okay.
I think like the only ones that are like passive are like brown bears. But even then, like, if you aggravate the bear in any way, it like you have no idea. We're talking about a wild animal that's like 10 times your size.
So a polar bear, first of all,
man you can like.
I'm just saying if we're specifying bears, polar bear. First of all, I'm not hiking in the fucking Arctic Circle. Okay, I'm not hiking in the Arctic Circle. I don't think any woman or that was reading this was like, yeah, it's a polar bear. Okay. Also, they're going extinct anyways. They will definitely fuck your shit up. Second of all, brown bears are the most common type of bear in the, like, at least where we live in the eastern
even if it's mountains. I think even if it's just a brown bear, I still think it's crazy.
So you're commonly likely to go with the bear. Also, you said something very important.
Yeah.
You said if you aggravate the bear, right? If you aggravate the bear will fuck your shit up. That's contingent on you aggravating the bear. That's contingent on you disturbing the peace. That's contingent on you making yourself a target.
Yeah,
to the bear.
Like logically, like you don't know what would aggravate the bear. So like most humans aren't gonna have the wherewithal to just like stand there.
If you're heavily perfumed, right? If you're wearing like really, really strong smells, that could aggravate the bear. Why are you wearing Arab level cologne to go hiking? You're not. You're most likely you're not doing that, right? Again, like I said, if you're screaming or playing music,
just using logic, I think you're much more likely to be hurt.
I don't think you are,
like,
dude. I don't think you're more likely to be hurt by a bear.
If you go to a fucking zoo, you're surrounded by random men who you don't know. Why don't you jump in the bear?
It's a public space, first of all. And second of all, it's not a men-only space.
So the women are protecting you from the men?
You're in public. When we're in a public setting, right? There's social norms. There's children, there's women, there's families.
So
right?
you think you're
in society. That's different than being a completely isolated incident, one-on-one with a total stranger.
Social norms still exist if you're out hiking. That the man has been conditioned by. If it's just a random person, we're talking about a person who's been conditioned by society their entire life.
Yeah.
So why would like all of their social norms just go out the window and they'd be like, oh, it's a women, I'm gonna rape them. Like, what the fuck?
I don't know what that man is doing in the woods. Maybe he just buried a fucking body.
How many? Do you know any?
Dateline, 60 Minutes. 2020, Lifetime. Okay. All of these fucking shows and documentaries are all literally about men murdering women, murdering and raping women, doing horrible things to women. You know how many fucking episodes? My mom's been watching that shit for 30 fucking years. She watches it like 4 days a week.
That's not the point. That's not the point.
I'm just saying we don't.
If women interacted with bears as much as they interacted with men, then there'd be a lot more shows about bears murdering women. Like,
but I'm just saying, it's the gendered violence does not go. It is a one-way thing, right? It's a one-way thing. We don't have all of these shows about women murdering men. Yeah. We don't have all of these cases of, abuse and like violations and destruction and all of this shit. Like we live in a patriarchal world. We live in a society where this is what our world is.
What does that have to do with the bear thing, though? All you're saying is that men commit violence against women more than women commit violence against men, which is probably true. I don't know. Probably, yeah.
That is true. That's a true fact.
Yeah.
That is a true fact.
Okay, I'll agree with that.
The majority of the violence committed to women is by men, and the majority of the violence committed to men is also by men.
Okay,
men commit the majority of the violence that exists in the world.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
But I don't know what that has to do with the
So
bear
in a situation where you're hypothesizing a stranger that you don't know in an isolated situation where there is no one else, you're isolated in the wilderness. You can't go, you're in the zoo. Yeah, you can't just go.
We're comparing it to a bear, though.
Yes, like, but a bear will not.
You said 9 times out of 10. Okay,
9 times out of
10%. You're
9 times out of 10.
Do you think it's more than 10% that you'll be assaulted by a man?
I don't know what the statistics are on a man.
But how many men do you personally know that you think would do that to a random woman?
Hold on. No. You're thinking a different.
No, just answer that question. How many men do you personally know?
Do I personally know
that you think if they were in that situation would do something to a woman?
I think more than people would feel comfortable with, more than I would feel comfortable with. But I'm saying you're saying men that I know. This is not a man that I know. This is a random man. Yeah. And then hold on, the bear will attack unprovoked. You're most likely safe with the bear, right? Who provokes rape? Who? If you get raped, did you provoke getting raped?
No.
You didn't. That means that the person that was the aggressor just did it anyways. Yeah. They did it because they wanted to and they could. Yeah. So if a bear, most likely 90% of the time, it will not do anything unprovoked, right? That means that if you get your shit rocked by a bear, you probably maybe did something to incite it, right? Versus if you're getting your shit rocked by a man, you didn't incite him murdering you. You didn't incite him raping you, right? Most likely in those situations, that man decided to do those things. And he was going to do them because he knew he could.
But this is the problem I have. Nothing you're saying has anything to do with like the pure probability of something bad happening to you.
Pure probability.
And I think it's just obvious that you're like in more danger if you're with a bear. Because it's a bear.
Again, bro, I don't think that's true.
That's fine. We can move on to the next topic, bro.
I'm just saying.
Let us know what you think.
Let us know what you think.
We know I'm right, so it's all good.
He can't even imagine being a woman. He can't even fathom.
Can you fathom being a man? I could fathom being a woman. I think if I was a woman,
I think it would be hard to be a man.
I think if I was a woman, I'd just be saying the same thing, but obviously I can't.
You definitely would not be saying the same thing. I think if I was a man, I think it would change my view on certain things. I think it would be really hard because I've learned how to play the game of life as a woman. I'd have to recalibrate. Trans people talk about that a lot, where they're like, oh yeah, people treat you different. And it's like, yeah, because you're different. But.
All right, do you want to do the gorilla versus man thing?
Gorilla versus man? All right, you go first. What's your take on that?
I don't know. I honestly don't know, bro. I don't know enough about fucking gorillas. I feel like the gorilla would win. At first, I thought the humans would win.
Yeah.
But then, I feel like a gorilla. How would you even damage the gorilla, bro? I guess it would get tired after a while.
You really can't.
It would get tired after a while, but you can't injure the gorilla. It's
Unless I think the men would win if they were like highly trained and highly coordinated. But if it was like,
I don't think that would even do anything. To be honest with you, I
think so.
I think it would make a difference, but I don't know that if they were all 100 trained men.
I think it makes a big difference, like how coordinated they are. If it's 100 dudes who are completely randomly selected,
if they're if they're coordinated, I think that could make a difference. If they're all highly trained but they're not coordinated, I don't think that's gonna make a difference, bro. A gorilla will literally rip your body in half.
Wait, say that again. I zoned out.
Okay, if it's 100 highly skilled men...
It's because you're a woman.
Okay, see, this is why I choose the bear. The bear is going to listen to me, bro.
Yo, what about what the bear wants, though? I don't think I don't think the bear wants to be stuck with a woman, bro. I'm worried about the safety.
He doesn't have to be. Dude,
Dude,
he's not even stuck with me. I just told you. I'm going to see that motherfucker, and I'm going to go... You got it, and I'm gonna turn the fuck around and leave. I
think either way, whether it's a bear or a woman or a man, like you probably be yapping so much they just get annoyed and walk away.
That's crazy.
Run away.
Just
get me away from this woman, please.
That's how I save myself from being kidnapped. Yeah. Yeah. Just.
I think it could work.
Dude, gorillas are crazy strong. I don't think people understand how much stronger all these other primates are than us. Okay, think about people owning monkeys. Remember when it was a big thing back in like when we were kids, we're like rich people and like Michael Jackson had a monkey. I'm sure other people, I think Justin Bieber had a monkey. Like a bunch of people had monkeys, right? And they were like, oh, it's so cute. And they like in the little diaper. Mm-hmm. They were like, play with the monkey. Bro, once that baby monkey becomes like 3 or 4 years old, all of those people got rid of their monkeys because the monkey is too fucking strong. The monkey will fuck your shit up. It's not even a grown adult monkey yet. This is like a kid monkey. This is like a 10-year-old human. This monkey's 3, and this monkey will literally destroy everything.
Did they have like, if you're Michael Jackson, you could have like a professional...
You could have a professional trainer.
Monkey trainer.
His probably had like a whole zoo because he had the whole ranch and everything.
Could you even train a monkey to just like be chill?
No, dude, it's a fucking monkey.
They'll just kill you.
I'm just saying, imagine like if you think about the fact that like most people that owned monkey babies, by the time that the monkey babies like were outgrowing the baby phase, those monkeys became too physically strong for their human owners to control them. Mm-hmm. So when we're talking about a gorilla, like a silverback gorilla, that thing's arm, his one arm is literally like my whole size of my body. Like the strength that this guy has, they're literally built totally different, bro. They're built totally different. Look at the fucking shoulders that thing has. Like I don't even think you could choke out a gorilla. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you think about like if, 100 guys, right? People were like, oh, well, what if you send like waves of guys? The first 10 guys, the gorilla will literally just smack them. Just go like that. It'll be like in a movie where you like fly and you hit a tree and then your whole spine hits. Bro, you're not fighting the gorilla after that. You're going to the ER.
This battle.
You have internal bleeding and a concussion immediately from one hit. All he did was smack you.
We definitely have, the humans definitely have zero chance if we're not just willing to, if we don't have just people who are willing to instantly die. Like, we need to make a large sacrifice
for sure.
to have any chance.
For sure. Out of those 100 guys, you have to assume easily at least 60, 70 of them are dead immediately.
Yeah. I feel like it's more of like, it's like the strategizing of how are we going to use their lives before they die. Like,
dude, I'm just like, how do you strategize? Because that's what I'm saying. Like, the gorilla will literally rip you in half. He'll just like paper. He'll just
fucked up, bro. I feel like,
dude, it's a fucking gorilla.
Yeah.
Bro, they can like, it's a fucking, like, you think about the strongest guy, the strong, like, bodybuilders, the strong men of the world, right? Think about how big their, like, biceps and their, like, think about how big their muscles are. Bro, that's not even half the fucking size of one of the gorilla's muscles.
What about 100 of those guys? 100 of those?
100 strong men?
100 100 bodybuilders are strong.
All right, so I guess the question would be like,
they would win.
Okay, no, because you have to think about how are you coordinating this attack. Okay, think about
100 of those fucking huge guys.
Yeah, but if you go one by one, the gorilla's fucking all of you one by one.
Well, yeah,
one by one.
Yeah.
So how are you? So you gotta what? You gotta like restrain his arms.
But why would they go one by one unless they're?
Well, they wouldn't. But I'm saying like, how would you? If you all just get on top of him, he's gonna do one of those, and then everybody goes flying.
I think the gorilla.
You have to restrain him somehow. I don't know how.
I don't think you'd have to restrain him. I think he just wouldn't have enough like stamina because it would take more. It would take a lot more effort for the gorilla to take down each one of those guys.
Dude,
if it's 100 of them, like after freaking 30, the gorilla would probably already be tired.
But see, I feel like human. If you think about like humans fighting humans, we have a lot of stamina because it's like a match. It's like a somewhat even matchup. But like I said, like one hit from that gorilla, bro, like you're not getting back in the fight. Even if you're not dead, like you're not getting back. You're going straight to the ER. Like they're gonna operate on you.
But that's what I'm saying. The strong man might.
You don't the
How many hits you think a strong man? You think he would die in one hit? Like
I don't think he would die in
if
one
it was
hit.
like the mountain guy from Game of Thrones. You remember that guy?
I never watched Game of Thrones.
He's okay. Well, he's like one of the biggest strongmen in the world.
Just
imagine that.
I'm imagining.
How many hits do you think they could take from the gorilla before dying?
Before dying?
Or at least being knocked unconscious.
Knocked unconscious, I think depending on where. If they get hit one time in the head, they're fucked.
Yeah.
But I think if they get ragdolled a little bit, like, if you're a strong man and you,
I know gorillas are strong, but could they ragdoll those fucking?
Yes, they can.
Like a 350-pound, 6'8" monster.
They fight each other. That's a 600. Gorillas are like 500 to 600 pounds. They fight each other.
Damn.
And that's not fat. That's muscle. That's straight up just.
Yeah.
That's nature. I
don't think the gorilla would win though against 100.
Dude, I think they could definitely win because
100 of the strongmen.
Because a gorilla is used to getting hit by other gorillas, right? So a gorilla that's like 500-600 pounds, right? Gorilla.
Yeah, but
they're used to getting hit, bro, by another gorilla that's 500-600 pounds.
Yeah, but that's like I feel like that's
even if you're the strongest guy in the world. When have you ever gotten hit by a gorilla before to be able to get like the stamina to withstand that? You haven't.
Yeah.
So any of these humans, it's their first time ever getting hit by a gorilla.
You're right, but 100 is a big number.
100's a big number.
I feel like that's like you fighting like 100 like 11-year-olds or 10-year-olds.
Dude,
You think you could take 110-year-olds? No shot.
I don't think I could hit 110-year-olds, but I think the ratio's off on that. I think it would be like if it was me versus like 100 toddlers. Because you gotta account
like
for
3 years old.
You gotta account for like size and strength difference. 11-year-olds are fucking strong.
Man
11-year-olds can be very strong and like large.
So you think a strong man to a gorilla is like a 3-year-old to a grown adult human?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think it's...
Dude, I don't work out at all. I don't work out at all. So I'm not like a strong person, right? I'm just like, whatever God gave me, that's what I got.
I don't know. I feel like it's more like maybe like a 10 or 11-year-old to
10 or 11-year-old to you?
That would be like a strong man to a gorilla.
I think
ratio.
Okay. I don't think the ratio is important. I think
if I fought
you're comparing
100,
other ratios.
I think if I fought 100, I'm not that cocky. If 110-year-olds fucking kill me, bro.
Dude, 110-year-olds, yeah, they're gonna be bad. They're gonna be like 110-year-olds, yeah. I think like I don't know that
I could take like 20 10-year-olds.
Okay, this is my thing. This is my thing. So for the gorilla and like the 100 like strongest men, right? One guy, well, like any guy like punching the gorilla is not going to do shit, right? Any guy trying to restrain the gorilla is not going to be able to do shit.
Yeah,
so how can they coordinate to restrain the gorilla? Because like I said, the gorilla is just gonna ragdoll everybody.
Yeah.
So how, like physically, how do you do that?
But it's not. It's like you say. It's not like they're going in one at a time. If you have like,
they're not going in one at a time. But that's what I'm saying. Like even if I imagine 5 guys coming up to the gorilla at one time, how are they physically training?
5 Arnold Schwarzeneggers on the gorilla at the same time. He'd have the gorilla. A gorilla it's not Godzilla. Like
it's not Godzilla.
I think it would have. I think it'd have a tough.
But
time.
I'm saying, how do you coordinate that? Like, is everyone going after both arms at the same time? Is you have 5 guys on one arm, 5 guys on the other arm? Like,
I don't know, just all at the same time from every direction.
See,
and just jump on them.
That's not a good explanation, bro. You're like, everybody just. Dude, it's gonna be like you know when you see in football, like when they do the dog piles.
Well,
the guys on the top are not even hitting the gorilla; they're just hitting each other.
Well,
the guys on the top of the dog, everybody just go all at once. Like
I don't know if the bodybuilders, yoked up on steroids are gonna have like sophisticated military strategy.
Dude, they do have sophisticated strategies. That's how they got to look like that.
In terms of working out.
Yeah, it's a lot of precision and strategizing. So I'm saying, like, they're capable of strategizing. Let's not undermine bodybuilders, okay? They got some brains in there.
Okay.
Maybe the shots are fucking eating it or whatever, but they're not inherently dumb, okay? So what is the strategy? That's what I'm saying.
What do you think it should be if you're the, general?
If I'm the general?
Yeah. Because I don't
See, I don't know enough about fighting is the problem.
I think that's all, just go for the limbs and just all go at the same time. That's what I think.
All right, so 100 guys.
Each man on one limb.
So 100 guys. So you got 25 guys on each limb.
Then, first wave, the gorilla's probably going to beat your ass. But eventually, the gorilla is going to tire out.
Okay, so I guess this would be my question. First, how many guys are going in the first wave?
As many as physically can.
Okay, so there's a gorilla. So there's a gorilla. There's a gorilla.
Yeah.
Okay.
As many as physically will
as many as physically can come. Everybody's coming around his limbs. Okay.
Yeah.
Assuming that he doesn't just go like this. What if he just does this the whole time? What if he's just fucking rolling? Hitting them.
That's what he'll do, but that's what I'm saying is he doesn't have infinite stamina.
Yeah, but it's like one guy, boom, you're down for at least a minute. If you can come back from a gorilla hit, you're gonna at least you're going down.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like boom, okay, and then another guy comes up, boom, he goes back down. He's just fucking hitting them. He's just hitting them, and they're just going down. So how is he getting beat?
Wait,
because I'm saying, for him to get restrained, you cannot be taking hits. Like the humans cannot be taking hits for him to be getting restrained. You have to be able to restrain him. But if he is literally just socking motherfuckers, how is he getting, you know what I'm saying? If you just keep sending more, he just is going to keep doing the same shit.
Yeah, but if there's 100 people, I don't understand how he can't take down all of them at once without taking hits back. That's not physically possible.
No, it's not. But I'm saying the hits that he's going to be receiving are going to be less concentrated power than what he is used to since he fights gorillas, and the hits that he gives are going to be more concentrated than what the humans are used to because humans don't fight gorillas.
Yeah, but I still agree with you if it's average person, but the difference between an average person and a top bodybuilder or a strongman is so massive.
Dude, but even the strongest men guys, okay, we're talking 300 some pounds is the strongest men. Gorilla is literally almost twice that, 500 to 600 pounds.
Yeah, so dude, what's 300 times 100, bro? That's fucking 30,000.
Okay, but it's
I'm not saying it works.
Okay,
I'm not saying it works like that. I'm just saying
all right. I guess
such a massive army.
Hold on. Let's put because I think the kids versus adult thing. I think that was the wrong ratio. But think about it in this context then. Okay, if we're doing trained fighters, whatever. Think about 100 featherweight guys.
Featherweight is what?
The lightest. It's the lightest.
It's 120 weight. Or something.
I think it might be under that. What's featherweight? Let me see this.
Not a lot versus Celsius. How do you want it to
the
pee,
heavyweight.
Bro? Can you do Bill Burr style for 2 minutes?
What am I doing, Bill Burr
talking
style?
To them.
I'm just talking straight up. Okay,
just convince the audience why the gorilla would win.
The gorilla's gonna win. The gorilla's weighing 500 to 600 pounds.
And I'll be right back.
And even the most trained fighters, what the fuck is featherweight? Featherweight. Boxing. We're gonna do boxing. Featherweight is 126 pounds. So it can range 122 to 126. Okay. And then what's heavyweight? Heavyweight here. We're gonna search this up. Heavyweight. Now it's just showing me videos. What's the weight class? Heavyweight boxing weight. What? I just want words. Why are you showing me videos? Super weight is any weight over 179. I don't think that's right. That doesn't make sense, guys. Listen, I don't think that makes sense. All right. We're on Wikipedia. We've got some old-timey photos. We've got some Manny Pacquiao. Where the fuck is the weight? It's not showing me heavyweight. I can't figure out heavyweight. Lightweight is 122 to 126.
I kind of want to like look like ask ChatGPT now, but I feel like that takes the fun out of the conversation.
I don't. Where the fuck is it?
We're just disagreeing on every topic.
We
today.
Literally are.
Is there anything we can? I was gonna.
Anything we can agree on? Should
Wait,
we end
should
on
we keep going with this or move on with the next one?
I don't care.
I was gonna say, this is the one I put. I said, "Do you believe in God?" We're gonna do a Christian podcast now. We're doing that. We're doing that grift.
Yeah, we're getting on that. We're getting on that. Of course, I believe in God.
For real?
I do believe in God. I will say.
But what is like? How do you conceptualize?
Okay, wait for
God?
our do why don't we do a little backtrack on our religious
background?
Yeah.
So this is actually the reason I was asking this question.
Yeah.
Or the reason I even thought of this in the first place. Like I was talking about it with my little sister the other day.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just go. My background is that I grew up Mormon until I was like 16, and basically, you know what deconverted me was like YouTube videos, honestly, and Evan.
Yo, shout out to Evan.
Evan would
shout out to Evan for saving another soul from Mormonism.
Or sending me to hell.
Sending you to hell and eternal damnation.
Yeah.
Shout out to Evan. Evan bites the dust.
But yeah, no, like I'd argue with him in school, and then I went down like the YouTube rabbit hole of like atheist like debates, like atheists debating Christian people, and I'd be like, these atheists like have some good points. Like this religion stuff really makes no fucking sense.
Yep.
And yeah, that was basically, and then I started like calling myself atheist, and like I would sit and like try to argue with my parents and shit, which was stupid in retrospect because it's like
but you were 16.
Yeah,
like we all do dumb shit when we're 16.
Yeah, that was part of my like rebellious phase.
Yeah, you're like I'm gonna convince
smoking
them.
weed and saying I don't believe in God and stuff. But but recently, like, okay, here's a question. Like, do you think that can be any like logical basis for like religion or a belief in God? Like, do you think you can like reason it with logic?
Okay, I'll say a couple things. So, my background is that I am from like my family's like Catholic, so because we're Hispanic, so Catholic. On my dad's side, my grandparents were like very religious, to the point like my grandma literally would always pray every time we got into the car. Like we're driving to McDonald's and she's like she's praying, like muttering under her breath. Yes.
Was that like so you wouldn't get in the accident?
I guess. Listen, like, my mom is like, yo, that lady was crazy. And my dad was never like overtly religious around us, but like he went to Catholic school growing up, and he definitely was like, you need to be doing these things like God. On my mom's side, my mom grew up like going to church because that's just what you did, you know, back in the day, and also like, you know, she grew up in Uruguay, so everybody goes to church. That's what you do. But my mom's mom, she was like a child of war, so it'll connect. Franco's dictatorship. Franco was really good homies with Hitler. Okay.
Damn.
And yeah, they were bestianas. And
Shout
so,
out to him. I'm just kidding.
And so Hitler was like, yo, Franco, I have these bombs I want to use in the war, but I really want to test them out. And Franco's
that's
like...
a direct quote.
That's a direct quote. And then Franco was like, yo, no problem, cutie pie. Like, you know, I'm fucking up my civilian population right now. If you want to test them out over here, that's totally fine by me. And then Hitler was like, okay, cool, thanks. Besitos, whatever. So, like, my abuela, like, when she was in Spain as, like, a child, like, they were bombed by their own government. They were bombed by the Franco dictatorship. The Franco dictatorship and the church, the Catholic Church, were like this. So they were like the same thing. Mm-hmm. So after that experience, like my grandma, her side of the family, that like they were religious and everything. My grandma, she was like, no, God is real, but God is not inside of the church. Like the church is a vessel. Any human can use it however they want. Right, because like she grew up with that, so like
and they could use it for evil too.
They use it for evil, so like yeah, you're bombing innocent civilians, you're bombing your own civilian population, right? That's some evil shit to be doing. So that's kind of like on my mom's side of the family. That's when they kind of got like less religious, and then that's the way that my mom grew up. So like yeah, she grew up going to church all the time, but it was more of like this is a thing that we do because everyone goes to church, but not like we are religious and we go to church. So the way that I grew up, like we went to like CCD, we did like a little bit of like Bible summer camp. But like I also grew up with those stories of like my abuela and like the war and everything. So like I always knew as a kid from my mom's side of like, no, God is real, but like, you gotta watch out for that church dog. You gotta keep your eye on it. Cause like that's not God. That those are people, and people are fallible. So,
did you always believe in God?
I don't think I always believed in God. I definitely had a little atheist phase when I was like, middle school or high school or whatever. I think it's pretty normal for people to not only question your beliefs, but like, especially as a teenager, the having that like, what is that philosopher's name where he's like, nothing matters and nothing's real.
I don't know the philosopher, but like nihilism.
Nihilism.
Nihilist
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I think that's pretty natural in like, adolescence in particular and everything.
Yeah.
So I would say now I very confidently.
For some people.
And for many years, I would say very confidently, I'm like, no, I do believe in God. I don't believe in like a Catholic God. Like I believe in God in a very like, I would say. What's not an atheist? What's the other one where they're like, I don't know.
Agnostic?
Yeah, I believe in God, not in an agnostic way, but the idea of that, like, well, I don't know what God looks like. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think we need to know. I don't think we're supposed to know. Yeah. I think just the knowledge of there is something more powerful over us. We are not the rulers of the world. We are not the rulers of the universe. You know what I mean? I think it's important for us as humans to understand, like, no, we are not God. Like, there's something here. And however you want to define that, whatever you want to look at that as, if it's like, the cosmos or the universe or like calling it God, whatever, like, I believe in God. I don't know what the boundaries of that are.
It's really interesting that you like see it that way, cause so after when I was like 16, as you know, I basically became an atheist and was like, I don't believe in God.
Yeah.
And it was never like, oh, I know God doesn't exist, because you can't like prove that, obviously.
Yeah.
But it was just like, I don't believe in God. But I'd say like, when I was in Utah, I prayed for the first time in like 11 years, 10 years.
Oh, wow.
Because I was just like, I don't know what it was is like, I was just at such a low point in my life, and I was just like struggling so much that I was just like, let me just try this.
Yeah.
And like be earnest and genuine about it.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is I prayed to get the job that I ended up getting.
Oh, really?
When I ended up getting, I prayed to get that job and I got the job.
That's nice.
In Utah at the preschool I worked at for like 9 months.
Yeah.
But anyways,
God is good.
So yeah, like ever since then, I guess my perspective like shifted a little bit where there's so many, like the reason I was so staunchly atheist in the first place is because there's so many things that like I think are so bullshit about religion and
for sure
and stuff.
There's a lot of bullshit about religion. Yeah,
and I think like the way you put it is like exactly like how I'm starting to think of it.
Yeah.
Because like the stuff I don't like is obviously like the homophobia or like the bigotry.
Yeah.
Or even just the whole thing of like different religions being pitted against each other.
Yep.
Like you know, like, oh, I'm Muslim and you're Christian, so we have to be ops, or you know, fucking,
or not even
fucking
that.
like genocides happening because of religion and stuff, right?
I mean, it's like when we went to go to
like the whole Israel-Palestine thing is basically because of religion, right?
That's
like,
all religion.
Yeah, like.
But I would say it's not just religion. I would say that's also like that's another level of like.
Yeah, it's like political and cultural.
Yeah, there's more stuff in there, but like. Even like Muslims, if you're
but it started from religion.
If
right?
you're Sunni versus Shiite, that's a whole fucking beef.
Yeah.
Right. If you think about like in like the Christian faith, like Protestants versus Catholics.
Yeah.
Catholics. That was when I think it was King Henry wanted to get a divorce, and then he was like, "Fuck it, we're not Catholic anymore. Divorce is legal." It's like we're Protestants now.
I thought it was that Martin Luther guy, didn't he?
That was Lutheranism.
Lutheranism.
Lutheranism. I went to, my college was technically a Lutheran college, even though it was really a Jewish college. So we learned a little bit about Martin Luther, which is ironic because it's not Martin Luther King Jr. It's his name is literally Martin Luther.
Yeah.
And he put, I think it was like 19. He like put them on the doors, and that's why all the doors are red. They have their own other shit going on. Yeah, but then, you know, like Baptists and Presbyterians. When we went to go see the lights, that's what me and Bethany were talking about. We were like ranking all the types of Christianity. We were like, yo, these guys go hard. We were like, these guys are soft.
Wait, when?
When we were at the Mormon Lights. When you and Jeff, whatever.
Oh, when me and Jeff were having our deep conversation.
Yeah, you guys, we were like...
You guys were ranking
different types of Christianity.
So where do Mormons land on the list?
Okay, so we've got... So in terms of like intensity...
Dude, you get to have more than one wife as a Mormon. That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. That is...
But no alcohol, so...
Yeah, that's a bummer. No coffee, dude. That's... I was drinking coffee like so young. I cannot imagine no coffee at all.
I went to a party when I was in Utah. Like that party was crazy too. It was
it a real party or was it a Mormon party?
No, it was a
real party.
It was a Mormon party, as in it was in Utah, and a lot of people there were Mormon. But it was a party like to where. Like, there were too many people to fit in the house. It was like 300 fucking people in this, like, rich kid's house with a Trump flag. And and I was talking to people there, and they were like, oh, yeah, I'm Mormon. And they had their fucking beer in their hand. And I'm like, so y'all just, like, do whatever. You just, like, make up whatever rules you want.
Oh, yeah. Like, everybody does. That's what they all do. That's what every fucking religion does. Every single religion does this. It's also, like, if you think about, like, this really common in Muslims that they're like, no, I'm not going to eat pork. But they'll drink alcohol. Yeah. They're like, no, pork is haram, but then they'll drink alcohol.
Does Adil drink alcohol?
I'm not gonna out my boy like that. I don't know. I don't know what his lifestyle is to date. Okay. Shout out to Adil and his lovely wife, Rita. Thanks for letting us go to your.
I feel like that's good though. That was beautiful. Fuck alcohol. I'm trying to quit alcohol like by the time I'm 30.
You're trying to quit alcohol by the time you're 30? So you have 3 years to go full blown degenerate, and then
it's not even like that though. Like I don't even have interest in like getting drunk anymore. I just like if I drink, it's like 2 or 3 drinks and just
okay. So why announce it?
Vibe.
If it's not like a thing for you, then yeah, just don't do it.
Yeah.
Who cares?
I guess yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're a person, you're like, oh, like I need to get this out of my life. Like, yeah, that's gonna take some more. But
yeah,
if you're
I probably won't stop.
If you're like, I've never given a shit about drinking, I've never liked drinking, it's like, okay, don't do it.
Yeah. I'll probably won't stop when I'm 30. I'll just keep doing the same thing.
You're gonna do the
which
same
is
thing.
like having like 6 drinks a year.
Yeah, like
or like
occasionally
10 drinks in a calendar year.
In the entire year, you're gonna have like 3 or 4 events where you're gonna be like, yeah, I'll have a couple drinks, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there's really no harm in that.
There's really no reason for you to like draw a line in the sand over this.
Yeah.
You don't need to.
That's true.
Just do whatever you want. Don't do whatever you don't want. The shit about God or religion though, yeah. I've been saying this, I would say probably, because with my coworkers, sometimes we get into religion a little bit, which is weird because we're not supposed to talk about anything. We have like a sign at work that's like, you're not supposed to talk about anything.
Yeah.
And we talk about everything. But honestly, I do talk to God every day. But I feel like as somebody that like, I didn't grow up really close to any kind of church, you know? I don't know any prayers. I don't know a single prayer. I don't know any of them.
I feel like, what does that even mean though, to know a prayer? Like,
I'm saying like I don't have that education of religion. So like I know still, like, you know what I mean? Like I said, like we did a little CCD, we did a little Bible camp, you know what I mean? But like
it feels like
I haven't been heavily trained in my religion, and I think because of that it lets me not feel like there's a right or wrong way to do it. So like I talk to God every day, but I'm not getting on my hands and knees praying. I'll be driving and I'm like, God, blah blah blah. I'll be like, I'm just talking. I'm just talking, and I'm like, you know what? He knows, he's listening. If he chooses to do something, he chooses not to, whatever.
That's what it is, though. I feel
that's all it is.
It's because I'm starting to, like, I never thought I would say this. It's, like, crazy that I'm even saying this. But I'm, like, starting to believe in God. But I don't even really like the word God. It's like I want a different word for it because...
Pick a different word.
To me, God has that association with, like, all those things in the Bible that are, like he committed a genocide and was like, yo, you need to beat your slaves more. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, he did it. He got his hands in there.
So to me, that's never what God is. That's just some shit written by humans. But it's basically exactly what you said. It's like just being humble and like being open to like the possibility of some like higher power that you don't understand.
Yeah.
And then just like humbling yourself and like asking that for something. Yeah. And I feel like maybe it won't even do anything, but I feel like that could be like good for you. Like I've been praying,
sure.
I've prayed like in the past month, I've probably prayed like 3 or 4 times. Yeah. Which is not a lot, but
I mean, for someone who's been atheist for as many years as you have, it is a lot.
Yeah.
It's like, I feel like for you, it's like you started over here with like Mormonism, so you're over here on the pendulum. You swung all the way over. Yeah. But then the momentum is gonna and you're gonna end up in the middle.
Yeah.
You're still on that movement. You're gonna find it.
But I'm not like, oh, I'm Christian, I'm Muslim, I'm blah 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 blah.
Well, it's just like you don't even have to define yourself that way. I mean, also with the like, you don't like the term God. Like you don't have to use that term. You can just say like higher power or
higher power. I like that term.
Higher power is
more ambiguous.
It's ambiguous. It still feels like you're referring to like one singular entity versus I feel like the universe is kind of more all encompassing.
Yeah. Well, I feel, to me, it's like, it's not necessarily one entity. It's like, when I pray...
I think it's just about the mental placement of it.
When I pray, like, what it is for me, it's like a form of meditation where I'm, like, humbling myself and I'm, like, asking, and I'm, like, being genuine and I'm, like, asking to be better. Yeah. And stronger and like being grateful also. It's like gratitude and humility and then also like asking for strength.
But I think that's one of the reasons why religion is important. Going back to what you first said about like, is there a way that like logically to like, I guess, like justify religion or whatever. Or to
yeah,
like,
the reason I asked
dissect
that
it.
is because I still think that like you can't. Like I don't think that I can. Like even though I'm having these feelings, I think it's.
I think there's a level that you can. I think there's a level that you can.
Okay.
And I'll say this like so. Okay, so they've done this. They've done lots of research on like throughout decades over the effects of prayer on like medicine. So like if someone's in a coma or you're in a horrible accident, and like what they've found, which is something that's like kind of
I think we're already over an hour, by the way, but we can just keep going until whenever.
But one of the things that they found is that like if the person that is like in the hospital bed believes, right? If that person is religious, if they believe, and then there's a community, either it's the family or the church, if people come around them and they pray for them, the chances that that person in the bed has a successful recovery increase. It's not enough that you're like, you know, we don't need medicine, we just need to pray. It's not that much of a difference. It's not like we only need God, we don't need, you know, medicine. It's not that much. But it is enough of a difference that they're like, okay, this is significant. People who believe, if you are surrounded by people who believe that are like praying for you, praying over you, your chances of coming out of this is going to increase. Your probability of survival, your probability of like being able to walk again, being able to talk again, whatever the situation is, all of those things go up. And so I think that like, and that's a fact. So that is an actual statistic that like there's decades of research on that. So I think from the rational side of like religion, and it's kind of like going back to what I said before, like I think we need as humans, as people, I think we need to know that there's something above us. There is something that is more powerful than us. There is something that is deeper and more meaningful than us, more deeper and more meaningful than we could ever know, that we could ever comprehend. I think that all of the religions try to define what that is. I am not in the belief of that it needs to be defined, like me for myself, the way that I believe in God. But I think that like, yeah, it does make a difference. Believing in something other than yourself, believing in something outside of humanity is important. And then going back to what you were saying about like humbling yourself, feeling gratitude, being able to just like put into perspective the fact that like you as a person, all of the complexities and everything that you bring to life and everything that you experience and you go through, you are literally a grain of sand on a beach on the earth.
Yeah.
Like we are so insignificant in so many ways.
Yeah.
And I think that's the rational side of it, of like, you know, as humans individually, and I think also as masses, like we need something else to make this life feel, like to put it into perspective, you know? Because otherwise like egos will just continue to grow. I mean, we see it with the way that we treat the earth. Like
I think that's
I think the ego of man is so high. Like we need something to be like, we need an ego check. We need something to kind of just like ground us.
And I feel like for me, that's something that like has made it harder to be religious or believe in God, is the ego of man. Because I see people who claim to be super religious and like obsessed with religion, but like they're terrible people. Like one of the things that I've always hated the most about Christian people or religious people in general is like, have you ever seen this where basically they'll have like a moral superiority complex where they're like, because I believe in God and you have different beliefs, I'm like a better person than you regardless of anything, or because you're gay or whatever. And then it's like, oh, you're going to hell. And they're not even saying it in a way that's like, I want to save you from something bad happening. They're saying it in a way where it's like, you can tell that they're literally like taking glee in the idea of your eternal torment. Which is like...
It's like a power trip.
It's like, what could possibly be more evil than that? Like, so when I see that shit, I'm like, I fucking hate religion. Like, I hate God if that's what he's sending people to. You know what I mean? Like I can't... Like, I don't know. Do you believe in hell? Because I feel like I can't believe in hell because I don't think anybody deserves that. I don't think the worst person ever deserves to be tormented for all of eternity. Like, I just don't like that concept, like, at all.
I'm gonna be honest, this is where going to a mostly Jewish college, because Jewish people, they don't believe in hell.
I didn't know you went to a Jewish college.
It's okay, so I went to, it was technically a Lutheran college, but it was like 40% of the school was Jewish.
Oh.
So we had a huge...
So did you learn their secrets of how to control the banks and the weather and shit and the media?
I learned how to eat kosher. I learned about...
she's hiding the secrets from me, bro.
Dude, what do you mean? I think I went into the Hillel building literally twice. Like,
what is that, Hillel building?
It's like their like cultural spiritual center. So it's not like a church, but it's like
I love Jewish people, by the way.
I don't know what to call it. I don't know. It's just called Hillel. But like if you go to like any Jewish community, they will have like their Hillel building. It's where they have like
it's like their social, church or not?
It's not a church. It's just like cultural social stuff. So it's not a church building, but it's religiously
where
related.
You hang.
Yeah, basically. So they'll do like Shabbat dinners at the Hillel building, right? So it's just like a place to like gather and do stuff. I don't know that they pray there or that's like their temple. I think that's like a separate thing from what I understand. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay.
Were they like just ethnically Jewish or were they...
We had a mix. We had people that were ethnically Jewish, a lot of people from New Jersey.
Like how many people did you see with like yarmulkes?
Freshman orientation, we had a lot of, like, I wouldn't say like a lot of people with yarmulkes. Usually the people that would wear yarmulkes, they would wear their yarmulkes like when they were going to temple, but they weren't wearing them on a daily basis, like just all the time. But there was people...
They're going to hell.
There was kids that... They don't believe in hell. So I'm trying to tell you, they don't believe in hell. So when I was there, I learned a lot about Judaism and a lot about...
Is Jewish hell just like where you have no money?
There's no Jewish hell. There's no...
Okay, I'm sorry.
There's no Jewish hell. That's why they're, controlling the weather and fucking up the banks, because they're not going to be, punished eternally for it. But
Jewish hell is just like a guy like dropping pennies over and over, but they're like just out of reach.
Dude,
okay,
we're literally going to get canceled. We haven't even posted anything yet. So Jewish people, they don't believe in hell because they're like, no, why would you need to be punished for your life on earth?
I'll fuck with that.
Like the philosophy is just like,
this place is hell, bro.
You should.
I think we're already in it.
You should do good things, and you should be a good person, because you should. Like, because like the value of like community and like, it's the complete opposite of what Catholicism teaches, which is like you have to do good things, otherwise you're eternally gonna be punished, and you're gonna be so fucked. And that's the only way that we can convince people to not be complete utter assholes. Is
I don't mess with that.
It's very like, I'm gonna poke you with this like burning thing to make you not be a sheer complete utter piece of shit.
Yeah.
And then Jewish people are just like, can you just be good? Like, just try that. Just try that out. Just try to just be good.
I know this is like...
So they don't have any... They don't have like the Catholic guilt.
Well, one sec. I know we passed this like a while ago. But I just want to say, I still don't agree with you, but I understand a little bit why you would say bear.
Yeah.
I still don't agree though, but go ahead about the Jew stuff.
No, but that also kind of opened up my mind in terms of like what I think about like an afterlife, where I was like, I had never considered that. Do we need hell to exist? Is it essential for hell to exist?
Yeah.
Like, does it have to exist? And I don't think hell does exist. I don't think hell exists, mostly just because...
Awesome.
Like, if you think about it, any bad person, right? Like, how, like, trauma is cyclical and, like, you know, usually the victims become the perpetrators. Like, to say, like, someone's going to go to hell because they did a bad thing would mean that you're putting that bad thing that they did in a vacuum, and you're putting in the entire context of their life, you're just completely disregarding it. And I don't know that a God that is, like, involved in the trivial lives of humans would be like, I made you and I gave you a shitty, abusive childhood full of trauma. But because you, at 18 years old, decided to be a shitty adult and give other people trauma and abuse them, I'm going to put you in hell. Like, that to me just logically doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah.
If God was overtly involved in our lives, why would he do that? I don't think God is overtly involved in our lives, but I think there's...
What do you mean by that?
Like, how people, like, sometimes will pray before, like if you're an athlete, they'll pray before, like, every single game, right?
Yeah.
I think that is an important tool as an athlete to, like, mentally center yourself, visualize what you want, stabilize yourself. But if you're thinking that, like, from a religious perspective, like, God is literally intervening every time I go and I do my sport, like, that's fucking dumb, because there's a guy on the other team that's also praying to God.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think that God is, like, overtly, like, you know, involved in all the little things that are happening in your life. Like, I don't think every single thing that happens is a message from God. I think some things are, or some things can be. And if you want to take it as a message and use that in, like, a positive way for yourself, in the, like, I'm going to be introspective, I'm going to think about it, and I'm going to use this as, like, you know, a springboard of some kind, great. But to believe that God is literally, like, a puppet master, I'm sorry, he's not doing that shit. There's too many humans, and he can't be bothered.
Yeah, I think
we're
I know
not that
what you
interesting.
mean.
We're not that important.
It's like I think that, like, a certain I think the perspective you're talking about when it comes to, like, prayer and stuff can be super dangerous, because it's like when it's like some old ass lady who keeps watching a televangelist, and she's like, if I just keep praying and sending this guy money, then God will save me from the cancer.
Yeah, and it's like
no,
that's not how it works.
If I just ignore all the doctors, it's like, nah, like, do the stuff that is, like, logical.
Yeah.
And then if you want to pray on top of that and stuff, okay, that could help. But, like, listen to your fucking doctors. Like,
that's what I'm saying. The thing about God and medicine is, like, yeah, God works. God will give you a little boost if you're doing the medicine part.
Hey, we found something we agree on. We don't believe in hell, and we kind of sort of believe in a higher power. That was a terrible dab, bro.
That was a terrible dab.
God didn't bless that dab, bro.
He didn't really. I think we end it right here. I think that was perfect.
Okay, that was a good spot to end it.
Yeah.
How long? It's probably been, like, I think it's, what did we start, like 5:30?
Yeah.
We still don't have a name.
We just still don't have a name.
God hates gingers.
God, do not, bro. Shut the fuck up.
You don't like that one?
I'm not even a ginger. They're not even gonna get it, bro. I'm literally
exactly.
blonde.
So I wasn't talking about.
Listen,
you.
I can't. Just... Nah, fuck you. I'm a ginger forever and for always. I can't. You know.
See, this is what gingers do. They tell you one thing and then they tell you the opposite.
What's a good name? I don't know.
This is what AI is doing to us. It's making us not.
We're just
creative.
having, like, rambling conversations. It's not even.
That could be it. Rambling conversations.
Rambling conversations.
I think that's a legit name. I don't know.
I feel like we do something with rambling.
Rambling. You want to do some, like, alliteration?
Rumble. Ramble.
I was gonna say rambling something else that I'm not gonna repeat. A word that.
Rambling retards. Let's go. We're rambling retards. Welcome to the pod.
It's 2025, bro. We can't.
No, we can't.
Damn, I wish you could just say that word now. Cause
I'm gonna be honest with you. Not this is gonna be so fucked up.
Just say it,
bro. As
I'd probably agree with what you're about to say.
I feel like we need to bring the word retard back. I feel like we need. This is so. Listen. Okay, we need to bring the word retard back. These are my points. Okay, point number 1. It never needed to go in the first place, okay? People that are intellectually disabled, right, especially if we're talking about the Down syndrome community, they love the word retard. They don't have any problems with the word retard. My evidence for that, Shane Gillis, go check out that one. But it's true, okay?
Is Shane Gillis, he has Down syndrome?
No, his cousin does. And he's like, they love the word retard. And it's true. They do. He's like, the problem is not retard. He's like, we need them to stop saying the N-word.
There's probably some people that don't, but I feel like
there's
for the most
probably some people that don't.
I feel like for the most part, they don't care because it's kind of acting like they're stupid because like we know what we're saying. Like
we know everybody knows what we're saying.
It's just saying stupid, but like
on
a
another
word
level
that sounds funnier.
It's also that's my first point. That's my first point. My second point
is literally just saying stupid, but
a
word that sounds funnier.
As a person, think of somebody being like, oh, like if I'm saying retarded, I'm never actually saying that to a person that's like intellectually disabled. I'm never actually saying. I'm saying that to somebody who's just a dumbass.
Okay,
saying that to
we'll
somebody.
Air this, but I can't send it to Andres, bro.
Yeah, you can't. I'm just saying. Listen, we need to bring the word retard back. Okay, 1, it never needed to leave. 2, we never were using it against people that are actually intellectually disabled. We were just using it against our friends and our family, and that's the way that it should be. Yeah. 3, I was literally called retarded every day of my like childhood for like years of my childhood. Okay, I'm talking like from when I was like 7 all the way through until when they banned it when we were like 15. Okay,
that adds up.
So like, I feel like I can say that we should bring the word back because like I literally was called that word so many times, bro. I thought I had it when I was 9. I thought I had it. I was like, damn, I really am retarded,
dude. When I was in Utah.
So does that not count? Like, can I not pull it back? And
when I was in Utah, this old guy said he thought I had autism because I was solving a Rubik's Cube.
Bro. That's I mean, to be fair to him, you dipped your toe in the pool.
That old guy that old guy was so weird, bro.
I'm gonna be honest. Like one of my coworkers, we get like
so
Skittles. We had a pack of Skittles, and I like to do my little colors on the Skittles, right? So that I can end I like to taste the rainbow a specific way. And my coworker's like, "Yeah, you definitely have the tism." I was like, "No, I just have." That
is the tism.
I just have palate preferences.
So as the clearly autistic people, we're trying to reclaim the word.
Yeah, we're trying to reclaim the word retard.
Make it empowering.
Yeah.
Not really.
No. This is.
It's not, just a word for stupid.
I think also the other thing is I'm like the whole banning of words thing is I think it makes people dumber as a whole because it eliminates it instead of people having to use basic critical thinking and context clues to go, is somebody using this word in a way that is like derogatory and offensive and mean? Or are they using this word in a way that is descriptive and like not actually like a hate crime?
We gotta stop. Yeah, we just gotta stop acting like words are like magical wands that like.
It's just one
of
those.
Like if some kid like singing along to a rap song and he says the N-word, it's like, oh my goodness, a black person just got killed in a gang shooting. See, like they just waved the wand and then like something bad happened.
I don't think people should say the word when they sing along with the song, but that's only because I'm like you're already putting it into you're already like linguistically you're already putting that into your muscle memory.
Well, you're
already putting it into your mouth. So like you don't think that's a good idea.
You can say it's not a good idea, but like do you think if like a 15-year-old is like saying that to a rap song that they're like a racist? You know what I mean?
No.
It's like use a little critical thinking. You know what I mean?
Like the context clues and the critical thinking is like when we just ban words because they're like controversial or they're bad or whatever. Like you're taking away like people's. You're taking away people having to like think about and decide what that means. So like we already know people's cognitive ability is declining and illiteracy is going up and like all of this shit, and it's like yeah, well, we're not even using, there's a bunch of words that we're just like, yeah, we just don't use those. Just don't, those are bad. And it's like, yeah, because people aren't.
Yeah.
People are not even able to grapple with like thinking about what a word really means or what the power is behind it. They're just putting it in the bad pile.
I think Evan put it. I was talking about Evan with this a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, we were having one of our political debates where we were mostly disagreeing.
We gotta bring him on here.
A point of we should like have everyone on the squad for like a guest episode.
I like that. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I agree.
Anyways, basically he put it a way I never really thought before about the N-word, where he was like, it's kind of insulting to black people because you're insinuating that like they can't make the difference between when someone is actually being racist.
Yeah.
And when someone is just like trying to be cool or something. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, it's also the thing of like, yeah, like black people,
which I think is super true. It's like insulting to their intelligence. Like,
it is. I mean, it's also the thing of like black people have reclaimed that word. They've made it their own. There's also like black people are not a monolith. There's like so many different.
Exactly.
Like,
we gotta stop acting
and ideologies.
What is your?
There's black people that straight up are like, yeah, you can say it, like, and they'll give their friend like, the card, and they're like, yeah.
And then there's other black people who are like, anyone who ever says it in any context is like a colonizer.
Yeah, and then there's black people that are like, I don't want black people to say it. So
yeah, and they're all like,
range.
Everyone is a fucking individual. This is the shit. I just hate when we keep. It's the same with the gender wars shit.
Yeah.
It's like dudes acting like every girl is just a fucking clone. Like,
oh my god,
everyone is an individual, bruh.
I will say. I think part of the gender wars thing, and this is something that like I first started seeing this online, like probably about a year and a half ago, and I remember seeing it, and I was like, we're not in a good place in society. We're in a bad place in the world. Was when people started asking about like when the hot button topic for like all these like dating shows and like all these the influencers that do the little street interviews and shit, they're like, what do you think about interracial dating? I was like, we're cooked as we're not good right now. If people are talking about shit that we decided back in like the 60s, if people are like, is this, what do we think? It's like, dude, this is not a good sign. But I think part of the thing about like the gender wars is where we are in the world and where we are with like people being so consumerist, and where it's like a lot of men and women are viewing the world, viewing themselves, and viewing each other as like purely transactional. And so that's gonna make you a jaded person. It's going to make you very judgmental, and it's going to make you judge and view every single person around you through that lens of like consumerism and like judgment and value. The whole like high value man and woman, low value. Like,
I feel that
those are capitalistic terms. This is all coming from like the oppression that we are all living under. Like the whole like, oh, is it worth it to go 50-50 or not? Because people cannot afford rent, okay? People cannot afford food and rent. And so they're having to navigate like, well, I want to be a traditional provider man, but I literally cannot feed myself and my family because because of what capitalism is doing to us and to the world. The thing about like being able to swipe through profiles on online dating apps, like if you're swiping through looking for something to buy on Amazon, or if you're looking for something to watch on Netflix, you're doing this. It's the same mechanisms.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of the things that are toxic about the dating scene is not actually about gender at all. I think it's about the world that we all live in, which is there's a lot of bad shit going on. Sorry, guys.
The way I think of it or put it is like viewing human beings as like commodities. Like with the high value man and the high value woman thing. Or with dating apps too. I feel like dating apps kind of do that by default. It gives you that like line of thinking that like a human being is like a fucking product and they have this level of worth based on these factors.
Well, also like the metrics.
Humans are more complicated than that.
The metrics too of like, well, I want my man to be this tall and I need my woman to have this cup size and like this waist to tit ratio or whatever, like all of those, like those are all of those numbers and measurements and quantifying factors. Is it's like it's like you're trying to order something online, and it's like, no, it's a person.
Yeah, it's like dehumanizing in a way.
It's super dehumanizing.
I don't know how we got here from the R word, bro.
I would say, if we're doing alliteration, we could do like rambling rugrats, but that's gonna be like fucking.
Yeah, we can't do.
That's gonna be copyrighted.
I'm gonna air this whole thing unfiltered, but we can't.
Oh no, we're cooked.
We can't do that for the name of the podcast.
Dude, I don't know what we're calling this.
Unfortunately,
it's just like I don't know. We're just.
What are words that start with R? Rugrats.
Rugrats.
Rambling rat. We could just be rambling rats.
Rambling rats. We're the rat pack. We're rodents.
There's no good words that start with R, bro.
Rambunctious, rebellious.
Rambling rebels. We could do that.
We're not really rebels. We're sitting on a couch.
We're
not rebelling anything.
I mean, you're talking about capitalism. That's good enough, bro. They'll think we're.
I'm talking about it, but I'm not doing shit. Look at me.
Yeah, but fucking Hassan Piker thinks he's a rebel, so we could do the same shit.
I don't want to do that though.
Okay.
I don't want to contribute to like.
I just thought that was a good word.
That is a good word.
I just can't think of a better word, bro.
Hold on, I'm gonna Google this. Where's the start with the letter R? Where's the start with the letter R?
Rubber.
Rocket. Oh, these are just like first words that kids learn in English. I don't want this list. Give me. Where are we going? Give me.
There's got to be some like
Webster. Okay.
There's got to be some like fancy. Maybe we don't want a fancy word though. We want a word that.
I don't think we need a fancy word. We want rambling rabbis. We just. we bring it back to God every time.
No, we need. Then Evan would have to replace me.
He'd have to grow out his little thingies first. I don't know what these are called. The little things that they got. Rabies. Rubik's Cube. Raccoon. Rambling raccoons. And we could just wear the little raccoon masks. That way we can say retarded and nobody can judge us.
Rambling race goers.
Raceabouts?
I do not condone her use of that word. Whenever I said it, it was AI.
Whenever I said it was also AI.
Yeah. Anything that we say that offends you or you don't agree with is AI.
Or you're a weak bitch and maybe you shouldn't be offended.
No. Think about the money. I'm just kidding.
What money? Send us money.
No money.
Give us the money right now.
Eventually, bro, we'll overtake Joe Rogan.
Dude, we're still on ARRA. I can't even. Jesus Christ.
What about radical? That's too close to rebel.
It's close to
rebel. Are we radicals?
I don't think we're radical. I think I'm a really normal bitch. I think I'm the most normal person that's ever lived.
Yeah, but it's cool to say you're radical. Rambling racks.
Racks? They're going to expect you to have good titties.
Bro, no good words start with R.
We're only on RA. We're at RAD. I need you to understand how many fucking words this is in the Merriam-Webster dictionary. Look. Oh, that's the whole thing? No, there's. I'm sorry.
No, there's too many words, bro.
Dude, there's too many words.
We don't have to look at. We don't have
to do R. Hold on.
Are you sure?
Are we
doing rambling?
We don't have to do rambling. I mean, what's another good word? I just said rambling because we're rambling, talking.
What if we just call it two idiots on a couch?
I think there's already a podcast called Two Idiots. I don't know, on a couch.
Well, they're not on a couch.
I mean, we've been friends for since we were 9?
Unfortunately, sadly, someone saved me from her.
Bring the bear. Send the bear over. The bear will save you. Or the gorilla. The gorilla will save you. Dude, I don't know. What's another do we need a name? What's the name? Two old friends rambling on a couch. I mean, what's the vibe that we're going for? We're just going for casual conversations.
Mm-hmm. Two old friends rambling on a couch.
Casual conversations.
This is way better than Joe Rogan.
I mean, like, we're both sober, too. Like, nothing's even, this is just us. Dude, I don't fucking know.
Dude, no good words start with R.
I don't know, dude. I'm at, like, ranch.
Every word that starts
with... Rancid Ramblers. We're rancid.
Rancid Ramblers? That makes us sound dirty.
It does make us sound dirty. We're not dirty. Dude, I'm still at RA. Like, okay, I'm gonna skip ahead to the RE. Maybe there's some better shit at RE.
You need to just find a smaller list.
Okay.
I think every word that starts with
raspberry?
R is there any good word that starts with R? Like, every word that starts with R just sounds fucking stupid.
Dude,
I feel like the letter R, like, isn't meant to be at the start of a word.
Yeah, I mean, like, dude, there's a lot.
It's meant to be in the middle somewhere. Or at the end.
We're at RE. Rebab. I don't know what the fuck that is.
All right, while you scroll through that, let's do a different topic so they don't fall asleep on us. Wait, where's my phone?
Dude, I don't know where your phone is. Did you leave it in the bathroom?
Oh, no, it fell in here.
Dude, where the fuck? I don't know where the list went. I can't find a word.
Oh, I got social media and AI are ruining the world.
I think that's pretty straightforward. Yeah, they are. Social media and AI
moving
are
on.
ruining the world. Yeah. Okay.
You gotta keep scrolling. We gotta find a name before. Okay, we'll just keep going forever until.
No, what's the name? No, dude, I'm already missing my dinner. I'm already late to dinner, bro. Dinner started 45 minutes ago. They're already on dessert.
Okay, so use your brain, all your brain power.
All my brain power. All 10% of my brain power.
I think there's one called Two Idiots.
I think there is.
Well, fuck them. Let's kill them.
Let's kill them.
In a video game.
Let's kill them. I'll send the bear to one. You send the gorilla to the other. We'll get the addresses dropped. I don't know. It's a Monday. We're doing this on Mondays.
Monday Mullings. Mulling that's like a type of conversation, right? Or just Monday musings?
Monday musings.
Is that a good one?
I think that could be good. But also, I don't think we need to do alliteration.
Okay.
Maybe we don't do alliteration. Because it sounds kind of like...
Do you have a better word than musings for Monday?
Yeah. I mean, Monday... Monday catch-up. Monday chit-chat. Talkie.
I don't give a fuck at this point. What if let's name it I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck.
I like that one.
I don't give a fuck.
Then we sound edgy.
Too tired to give a fuck. We're too tired. I don't know. We go way back. We're childhood friends. I don't know. Your mom knows my mom. Like, that means...
Your mom knows my mom?
Your mom knows... Our moms know each other.
Our moms know each other podcast.
I know your mom. I
actually want to call it I Don't Give a Fuck podcast.
I Don't Give a Fuck podcast?
It's like kind of...
I mean, I'm down for that.
Should I just end it? And
I think, I Don't Give a Fuck podcast.
All right, bye.
Bye, guys.